warm on Saturday. Our afternoon highs getting into the low 90s. Should be a sunny day. The wind will stay light. Clear on Saturday night, down 60, and then sunny and low 90s Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott. The Dow Jones Industrial Average edged up to another record high, while declines in tech stocks pulled other indexes lower. The Dow adding 0.3%. The S&P 500 slipped 0.1%, a day after setting an all-time high for the 42nd time this year. The Nasdaq Composite gave back 0.4%. The market closed out another winning week as hopes hold that the economy can pull off the feat of getting painfully high inflation under control without a recession. The Dow up 137 points today. The close at 42,313. The Nasdaq lost 70 to 18,119. The S&P 500 dropped 7 points to 5738. With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Over the past few years, the COVID-19 pandemic has affected how we live our daily lives. Today, we also face a mental health pandemic that threatens our well-being as we attempt to rebuild our social networks and communities.
The pandemic has reminded us to value family, community, and our human connections. However, it has also left many of us feeling more isolated, confused, and alone, struggling to find meaning amid loss and uncertainty.
Today, 1 in 5 Americans experience emotional and mental health challenges. But many of us do not understand what we are facing or know how to ask for help.
At the American Psychiatric Association Foundation, we understand what you are going through, and we are here to help. Our vision is to build a mentally healthy nation for all. We work every day to eliminate stigma, combat mental illness and substance use disorders, and advance mental health. If you or someone you love needs help, you are not alone. Please visit mentallyhealthynation.org to learn more.
46680.
There's a reason liberals line up for a smackdown. Free government cheese from Mark Levin.
On air and online at RoswellTalkFM.com.
Mark Levin, the thunder on the right. Call in now, 877-381-3811.
We're back with our friend Miranda Devine, superb columnist at the superb New York Post. It's written a fantastic new book that is skyrocketing on the list. The Big Guy, How a President and His Son Sold Out America. Miranda Devine, tell everybody why it's important for them to read your book now before the election.
Well, because this is a story about how one corrupt politician in Washington sold out his office to China, Russia, Ukraine, etc. via his crackhead son. But it's also, more importantly, I think, the biggest story is about the cover-up. It is about the fact that there is this unaccountable, unelected, shadowy group of...
Friday night is Coyote football night. Welcome to Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com.
See if Palomino will go speed option. He does. Take it himself. Run the turn. 30, 35, 40. Look out. And he might go all the way. And he does.
There's an answer for you.
Touchdown, Coyotes. Jacob Palomino.
Tonight, your Coyotes are back home at the Wool Bowl, taking on the Desert Warriors of Santa Teresa. Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Candlewood Suites, Central Valley Electric, Dion's Pizza, Salads, and Subs, Eastern New Mexico University Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Bergie's Plumbing and Heating, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Plateau Wireless, Richland Dodge, Richland GM, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Roswell Honda, Roswell Hyundai, Wakefield Oil, and Wakefield Oil Express. Now, a word from our sponsors.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Check out some of the 99-cent bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select varieties of banquet pot pies are 99 cents each, and select bags of Food Club frozen vegetables are also 99 cents each. In produce, large Honeycrisp apples are 99 cents a pound, and Roma tomatoes are also 99 cents a pound. In the meat department, boneless, skinless chicken breasts are $2.99 a pound, and family packs of bone-in sirloin cut pork chops are 99 cents a pound. These are just some of the 99-cent bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dion's Pregame Show. Art Sandoval, Jeff Lynn, the head coach of the Roswell Coyotes. Coach, how are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm great, man. Doing good.
Good deal. Well, I think what we'll try to do is just kind of keep this in between us here a little bit. But, the Roswell Coyotes actually 3-1 overall and 1-1 in district play, ranked 7th overall in the state of New Mexico, ranked 2nd in the 5A classification. But Coach Lynn, before we do anything, what I'd like to do is give you an opportunity. We're always talking about the varsity squads. We're always talking about, some of the standouts for the varsity, some of the varsity ball players. I'm going to give you an opportunity today to talk a little bit about the freshman program, the JV program, their records, some of the highlights of their season, and some of that stuff before we start talking about last week's game and then this week's game.
Yeah, no, it's good to talk about our lower levels a little bit. Super proud of our JV. I think that group has probably improved as much over the course of a year as any group. Our freshman team wasn't very good last year. I think they were 3-6 or something like that. And, they struggled a little bit down there. And then to come back this year, and now they're 4-1, they're doing a great job. Our sophomore group's doing a great job. Some really good offensive linemen, got a really good quarterback with that group, really good running back with that group, some good skill kids, and just really proud of the progress that our JV has made. They're doing a great job coming to practice every day and getting better. Our freshman group is 4-1 as well. They have a chance to win the Border Conference. Their only loss was to Nimi on the last play of the game. Nimi kicked a field goal to beat us, that's Nimi's JV. That beat us. So they're rolling along really well too. I mean, we've only lost 2 games at the lower levels. The future is bright here at Roswell High, man. We got a good freshman class, a good sophomore class, and then a good junior class. So future's bright here. We're excited about those kids. They're doing a great job. Coach Fuller and Coach Boggs do a great job with our freshmen, and then Coach Ramos and Coach Lovato are doing a great job with our JV. Just really proud of the improvement those kids have made, and again, the future's bright.
Coach, if you would, talking about the freshmen, I had the opportunity. I work a lot of the freshman games and, of course, the JV games as well. Can you talk a little bit about the Border Conference? You say they have a chance to win the Border Conference this year. Tell me why. In addition to that, tell me how many teams are in the conference and kind of elaborate a little bit on the Border.
Yeah, no, the Border Conference is a good deal. We've created a scheduling alliance with Artesia, Carlsbad, Lovington, Hobbs, Clovis, and those kids, they play in a conference and they actually get a chance to play for a conference championship, and they hand out plaques at the end of the year and the whole thing. I think our freshmen have won that thing since I've been here 5 times. So, it's great. You play all the local schools. There's not much travel involved, and then they're competing for something. They're playing for a championship. So, really good. Again, we're undefeated in Border Conference play at the moment. And we got a big game this week. If we can win that one, then I think we've got a chance to go ahead and close this thing out and win the thing. So, gives those kids something to play for other than just to get better.
Sounds good, Coach. Well, let's go ahead and switch gears now. Last week, the Coyotes went all the way up to Deming, New Mexico. They took on the Deming Wildcats, defeated Deming 51-20. Tell me a little bit about that. Tell me some of the highlights. We had the chance to broadcast that game, but I'm going to tell you one thing that really stands out to me, but I'm going to let you talk about it, was Zach Carrasco. Had 4 touchdowns with the big boy package is what I call it. and then, of course, an interception. Just did pretty much everything. But I know there's a lot of other things that you want to talk about from last week's game.
No, Zai played great. I mean, Zai is a leader for us. I mean, he played great. Did a great job in that game. Really made some big plays and kind of turned the thing around. The pick six was big, and then he had another pick late. And then, he's our quarterback in our dog package. He's doing a great job with that. The team's really embracing that, the physicality of that, and going and getting that tough yard. So he's doing a great job. I thought Jacob Palomino probably played his best game all year. He had 105 yards rushing. He was 10 of 18 throwing the ball for 175 yards and a touchdown. And after the Lovington game, we really challenged him to play better, and he went out and did better. Offensive line played good again. I just to rebound from that Lovington loss, and respond the way they did, going on the road and playing a good Deming football team. Deming will be in the Final Four. Deming will be a semifinal team, in my opinion. They're big and they're athletic, and our defense just completely shut their quarterback down. I thought they did a great job, and just a good team win for us, and the kind of win that can hopefully propel us going into the second half of our season.
Well, sounds good, Coach. Well, that again, it was a great opportunity for the Roswell Coyotes to go ahead and complete that game. It improved the Roswell Coyotes record to 3-1, 1-1 in district play. Now, the question I have for you is, now we're going to play another Santa Teresa team. They're going to make the long road over to Roswell. Can you tell me what you know about Santa Teresa? Right now, they're ranked 14th in the 5A classification, 64th overall in the state of New Mexico. Pros, cons, offense, defense. What are they going to be running?
Yeah, I mean, they're very similar to us again. I said that about Deming. They're gonna run a 4-2-5, kind of a split defense. Four down linemen, 4 linebackers, play a lot of cover 3, a lot of cover man. Offensively, they're an inside zone counter team, kind of like we are. Very similar to what we do offensively and defensively. They've struggled a little bit this year, and so it'll be interesting to see how our kids respond. We don't lie to our kids. We're not going to tell them that Santa Teresa is world beaters and all that stuff. They're not stupid. They can go on max preps and they can see the scores. So I'm really interested to see how our team comes out. A mature championship level team treats everybody the same, whether you're the best team in the state or the worst team in the state. They're going to treat you the same. And so I'm really excited to see. I don't like it when teams play down to their competition. I want them to play the same way every week. And so I think that's important, that we've challenged our kids to go out and play the same way. Prepare the same way for Santa Teresa as you did for Deming. Prepare the same way, play the same way you're going to play, against Artesia as you do for Santa Teresa. So I'm really interested to see the maturity level of this team and just see how we go out and handle this game Friday night with all the distractions of homecoming and everything else that's going on. So we got to play well.
One of the things I've noticed this season is A.B. Toscano. He's kind of doing a little bit of the dirty work for the Roswell Coyotes right now offensively. Kind of does that, runs into a brick wall, kind of gets the Roswell Coyotes set up for the big play. Tell me a little bit about A.B. Toscano and some of the accomplishments he's had this year.
No, A.B. Toscano, I really feel is kind of the heart and soul of our offense. I mean, he's a tough kid, man. Like, he's tough. He's a good athlete. Probably not the best athlete on our team, but he's a good, tough athlete. And really, we talk about playing Southside football. He really embodies Southside football. He's a physical kid that can run. He'll do whatever we ask him to do. We've asked him to change positions and go to the tailback when he hadn't played that all summer. He's learned what he needed to learn. And, I mean, he's the embodiment of a Coyote football player, of our culture. Like, he's going to get after you. He's going to fight you till the bitter end. And just a tough kid that, really embodies what we're about here at Roswell High.
Well, sounds good, Coach. Well, is there anything, we kind of say the same thing, every week about, some of the past history of some of the teams you played, some of the pros and cons for the Roswell Coyotes, but tell me a little bit about your week of practice. I think that's always important. I know you really emphasize, excellence, not only just in the classroom, not just in the classroom, but on the field as well. Tell me about your week of practice, some of the pros and cons there.
No, I think this has been, it's kind of crazy. We challenged our team, to be a mature team and treat everybody the same. I really feel like this has been our best week of practice. We had 3 really good practices. We worked against each other a lot, and we competed our one offense against our one defense quite a bit this week, more than we do normally. And I thought the kids really responded to that, and we had a great week of practice. So excited to see what it looks like tonight. Again, it's homecoming. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. There's going to be a big dance Saturday, but homecoming's not any fun unless you win the game. So really excited to see how these kids perform on homecoming in front of a big crowd, and looking forward to it.
Coach Lynn, one last question, too. I know you're really big on the grades. Let's go ahead and shift gears for just a second. You have a thing what you call the good grades list, good and bad grades. How important is academics here at Roswell High School, and how important is it just for the Roswell Coyotes in general, the football team in general?
No, we take that extremely seriously. I personally check every kid in our program's grades on Tuesday morning, and then I write down if they've got bad grades, there's a consequence for that. And then if they have good grades, they obviously make the good grades list, and we post that on our social media sites. And they also get a popsicle after practice. So there's some rewards for good grades. But we talk to our kids all the time. The best way to increase your income is education. And these kids are going to play football for a finite amount of time. And so at some point this football thing's going to end. And when that ends, we got to be more than just football players. We've got to be good students. And the other thing is I don't believe you can be a great football player and not be great in the classroom. I don't think greatness is a light switch. I don't think you can just turn it on and off when you want to. So if you're going to be a great football player, you need to be a great in the classroom. You also need to be a great citizen. And then if you're doing those things, then that translates to the football field as well. So we take those grades extremely serious. If you want to see what we do, come out on a Wednesday afternoon, and you can see what we do with these young men as far as their grades are concerned. But no, it's really important. We want to be more than just coaches. We want to be more than just football players. We want to help these kids succeed in life, and that's really important to us.
Homecoming is not just about football. Our volleyball team is currently off to one of their best starts in a long time, 10-1. Cross country, they're excelling every day. It's just really great to see. Not only that, you have other sports. You have winter sports already working in and out. The camaraderie that these coaches here at Roswell High School have is just great. They're not just working with our students, but they're working with each other, working with coaches, working with teachers, working with the administrators. Talk a little bit about that, Coach.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, you're talking about volleyball and football. We've only lost 2 games between those 2 programs. I think we're, 13-2. I mean, that's really good. But you can throw the soccer programs in there. Our men's soccer team is kicking butt and taking names. Our girls soccer team didn't win a game all last year, and they've already won 5 or 6 this year. So that program's turning around. Coach Barola and Coach Smith are working hard with our basketball teams right now. Our wrestling programs and powerlifting programs are good. Spring sports are good. We're getting a lot out of these kids as far as our athletic programs are concerned. And then, again, that also translates into the school spirit. Kids want to come to school. They want to be a part of something. It translates into the grades. These coaches are on these kids about their grades. I just think when, winners win. Like when you win on the football field or you win on the volleyball, soccer, whatever, that translates to the classroom, that translates to their lives. So, I think we're doing a great job of creating winners here at Roswell High, and I'm super proud to be a small part of that culture, that winning culture that we have here.
Well, there you have it. Coach Lynn, is there anything else in closing that you want to talk about? Homecoming night, going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be just an exciting game. Anything else you want to say in closing, sir?
Yeah, no, I just think that, it's a fun time. It's good time. We encourage our kids to be involved in all that. And, we're looking forward to a great night, and we're looking forward to having a great time, and should be a good night. So.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's Jeff Lynn, head coach of the Roswell Coyotes. I know you're real excited to get back in there. It's going to be an excellent night. I just want to thank the cast. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Tanner, our producer tonight. Hey, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great night. Safe travels if you're making the road trip from Santa Teresa. We'll see you here in just a minute. Roswell versus Santa Teresa.
We're coming to you today from Dion's Pizza in Roswell, New Mexico, and we're a
Hillshire Farm Great Pizza Give Back winner.
Dion's has been proudly serving New Mexico for 46 years. Our community promise is to be a trusted partner in fostering youth development, and earlier in the year we partnered with Make-A-Wish New Mexico to create a stellar bedroom makeover for a 6-year-old boy named Dre. Dre's wish was to have a planet-themed bedroom, and the wonderful team at Make-A-Wish really made it happen for him. Check out this reveal, which happened on his 6th birthday.
Oh my goodness! Holy smokes!
picture. You can take those off. You have a little chair. That's a little chair that you can sit on. You do see it?
That's the best day of my life.
Thank you, Hillshire Farm, for helping us make a difference. We're proud to be a part of the great Pizza Give Back. And Dre, we hope you love your bedroom for years to come.
Welcome back to the Roswell Coyote pregame show. Now time for your Roswell Coyote Player Spotlight.
My name is Isaiah. I'm number 26. I'm a senior. I play running back. The activities I'm involved in is football, wrestling, and powerlifting. My favorite teacher is probably Miss Nahar or Miss Ortiz. I don't have a favorite football team, and my favorite thing about being a Coyote is the friends I've made being on the team.
My name is Adrian Lucero. I'm number 27. I'm a senior. I'm involved in football and baseball. My favorite teacher is Miss Ingram. My favorite football team is San Francisco 49ers. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is the brotherhood we share.
Hello, my name is Kyle Williams. I'm number 28. I'm a junior. I play cornerback. I'm involved in track and football. My favorite teacher is Miss Wilson or Miss Ortiz. My favorite football team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. My favorite thing about being a Roswell Coyote is the football team.
My name is Noah Foose. I'm number 29. I'm a junior. I play wide receiver and tight end. I'm involved in football. My favorite teacher is Miss Wilson. My favorite football team is Wyoming Cowboys. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is our team's dedication.
My name is Isaiah Vitia. My number is 30. I'm a junior. I play cornerback. I'm involved in football, wrestling, and powerlifting. My favorite teacher is Mr. Boardman. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is the brotherhood and the impact we all make on each other.
That's your Roswell Coyote Player Spotlight for tonight. Pre-game show continues right after this.
Good afternoon. I'm Steven, Uncle Savings View Seal, and welcome to Roswell Hyundai. Listen, today we've got wonderful vehicles out here for sale, and listen, let me tell you something. If you find this golf ball sitting in any Palisade during your test drive this weekend, we're giving away $25 million in cash.
No, I told you we can't do that. Cut. Let's do this again.
I don't understand. We're making this video then.
I told you we can't do that.
Mind.
Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd, a proud supporter of Roswell Coyote Sports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM. The 3-1 Coyotes will be taking on the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors, who are 1-4 overall, 0-2 in district play, ranked 14th in the state of New Mexico, and the Roswell Coyotes will still hold their ranking at the number 2 spot, 7th in the New Mexico classification. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. Coach, good evening, sir. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, ready for some football as usual. It's a little warm for it dang near being October, but what are you going to do?
Well, you're exactly right. Right about 95 degrees. Earlier, it was about 5 o'clock at 95 degrees. It's hard to believe. But, anyway, it's about 4 minutes till game time, so we have a little bit of time to talk a little bit, Coach. Tell me what your thoughts are. Of course, Jeff, Lynn, and I had the pregame show earlier, but what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I think this is going to be one of those situations where you got a team that's kind of overmatched. Santa Teresa is, as you said, 1-4, but if you look at some of their games, they're just a team that's struggling right now against quality opponents. They won their first game of the season by 1, I believe, against a silver team that's rebuilding, and they have not been competitive in their last 4. So to come in here, play the number 2 team in the state, it's a big task for them. They got some players who can play. Their quarterback's pretty good, Nicholas Vieira, the coach's son. He's a junior, and he's pretty much does it all for them, passing and running. So, if Coach Fortuner's defense can keep him in check, this should be a good opportunity for a win for the Coyotes.
The Santa Teresa Desert Warriors, they played Goddard on September 13th. They lost that game 42-6. And, the quality opponent, was Silver. They had played that game in Santa Teresa, and they won that game 15-14. But other than that, Coach, Mountain View out of, I guess that's out of El Paso, Texas, at Chaparral, another district opponent. And then, of course, Mayfield, losing to Mayfield 52-6. So, we'll see what happens here. Talking to the town right now is, the Roswell Coyotes should really dominate tonight, I should say. And you might see if the Roswell Coyotes can dominate, eliminate the penalties here in the first half, really do their job, we might end up seeing some of our reserve players in the second half.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me at all. And, you just look at this team. They've scored 41 points this year, Santa Teresa. In those 5 games, they've scored 41 points. It's going to take at least 41 to beat the Coyotes tonight, so I just don't see it happening.
Absolutely. So it looks like the Roswell Coyotes are coming out on the field now. We'll get the captains here in just a moment to get the toss. And look on the east side right there. Looks like there's just not very many players for Santa Teresa.
No, and not many made the long trip from Santa Teresa either. I just speculating we could count on the roster if we wanted to, but that's not very many. And I don't know. I didn't look the film I watched. I wasn't looking for two-way players, so
right.
We'll see. But I'm assuming they have quite a few.
Well, it is homecoming night for the Roswell Coyotes. Had a nice assembly today at school. A lot of interaction between our students, the student body, teachers, parents, alumni. There's a class of 1975 going down there, I believe that's what it was. So you'll see a lot of people in and out of tonight's game. Kind of an important game. The Roswell Coyotes, as we mentioned, 3-1. Kind of an important game to go into next week and see what they can get done. Let's talk a little bit about the defense of the Roswell Coyotes, Coach. The Roswell Coyotes defensively have really done okay. If we can eliminate those penalties, I think the Roswell Coyotes can be, pretty successful. I think Coach Lynn and Coach Forstner has really worked on it this last couple of weeks. Coach Lynn says that he's really worked on it this week. Coach Forstner is very optimistic about trying to, eliminate those things and really just do a good job on the defense side.
Well, it's a new system, so you got to keep that in mind that it is a new system for these guys, and there are several guys back on defense. The offense is 11 new guys, but there's some adjustments to be made, but I think you'll see another step towards that tonight.
On the offensive side of the ball for the Roswell Coyotes, still have a couple of key players that are going to be out, and I think that's going to be okay. I'm not saying take Santa Teresa lightly. By all means, you got to play your level of ball. Don't play to your level of your competition. Get over there, do the right things, and try to get better on a daily basis. Jalen Cloud's still going to be out in the running back position. You still have Godoy that's out. You might see Nichols maybe at the wide receiver position maybe a little bit tonight. We'll see what happens. But other than that, the offensive side of the ball for the Roswell Coyotes should be pretty exciting tonight. I'm very curious to find out, Coach, if the big boy package, the big dog package, is going to be in effect tonight.
Well, I guarantee you we're going to see it. And, any short yardage situation, I think we're going to see it. I want to see it outside of that, though. I want to see, a series, a full series with it. Now, again, as we said before, the problem with that is those are 7 defensive players that are in that package.
All right, and there's the kickoff. It is game time here in Roswell, New Mexico. There's going to be a fumble in the Roswell Coyotes, just like that. Special teams does this job, and the Coyotes will recover about the 31-yard line. Coyotes will be going south to north on the radio dial, and let's see if the Roswell Coyotes can score first here on their first position.
Well, Nathaniel Lujan on special teams was the one to recover. I didn't see who knocked it out. They'll have to get that one in film, but it was Nate Lujan hustling to the ball and getting the turnover on the fumble recovery. And one play, one turnover, and the offense is on the field.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 31. 11:53 left here in the first quarter. And just like that, it looks like the Roswell Coyotes actually won the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. But there's Palomino going to drop back the pass and be a quick dump pass immediately over to A.B. Toscano. He's on his feet and finally brought down about the 24-yard line. So good job by Palomino and a great catch by A.B. Toscano. Good blocking up front for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, good little first down play there, and I like what they're doing now. They're going quick. They might want to catch them sometimes. We just always have them guessing.
Pistol formation, it's not 2nd and 10. It's actually 2nd and a few, but it looks like it's going to be a quarterback lead. Palomino with the ball, escapes one defender, still on his feet, and about the 15, and finally brought out about the 12-yard line. So good, hard run by Jacob Palomino, and that, my friends, is another first down for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, what do you give him on that? They did not operate in the scoreboard.
Well,
they were at the 31. They were at the 25. So
15.
About 13 on
13,
that. Okay.
Yep. All right, so 1st and 10 now from the 12. Coyotes working, Coyotes threatening. And now you have number 20 out there. That's Allen Ingram. Abe Toscano with the ball. And it's going to be close, but yet he's in. Abe Toscano in for 6. Coyotes strike first, 6-0 here in this first quarter.
4 plays, partner, including the opening kickoff.
And you always like to see that, so Abe Toscano will get credit for
12-yard touchdown.
12 yards. A 12-yard touchdown run, and there is the point after touchdown. That's up and good. Coyotes lead by 7 with 11:08. You're listening to KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, Coyote Football.
At Artesia General Hospital, we know it's early, but schedule your mammogram today and save. Call 855-RAD-EXAM and save 10% off mammograms scheduled through October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And get a refreshing drink discount from Kith & Kin in Artesia or Blue House in Carlsbad. We use leading-edge, FDA-approved Genius 3D mammography technology to deliver more accurate results faster and with more comfort. Women over 40 do not need a referral for yearly screenings. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/mammogram.
We are back. Coyote football from 12 yards out is Abe Toscano, and the PAT is up and good. So Coyote strike first, as expected. Scored on their first drive. 4 plays.
Well, I mean, the drive was really only 3 because we counted the kickoff as one of those plays.
All right, there's a kickoff, and from the 1-yard line, and I do see number 3, Matt Castillo, involved in the tackle.
Yeah, Matt just kind of does it all. Special teams, offense, throw him out there, defense.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening and watching. KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM. Thank you to KSVPTV.com, the crew, Tanner Todd, producer this evening, and to all of our listeners and all of our sponsors. Quick dump pass, and it's going to be incomplete. As you mentioned earlier, Kelly, the quarterback is going to be the coach's son, Nicholas Vieira. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. That young man's 5'10", 160 pounds, classified as a junior.
Yeah, the primary running back will be Aiel Saldana, the senior that wears number 0. He's pretty good as well, kind of a littler guy, but he's very good in space. And then he's got a couple receivers, and they're about a 60-40 split running pass.
All right, drop back to pass there, and almost a face mask. I saw it from up here, but I think the Coyotes dodged a bullet there and did not get called for the penalty. Did you see the same thing?
Well, yeah, maybe he just kind of slapped and didn't grab, and so maybe that's what they saw, but it looked from up here kind of suspicious.
All right, 7-0 if you're just now tuning in. 10:34 left here in this first half. Abe Toscano gets the Coyotes on the board first from 12 yards out. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 from the 27. The Desert Warriors working from the left hash. Looks like the Coyotes might be bringing the house here. 5 seconds left on the clock. There's going to be the quick pass, and that's going to be intercepted by Zai Carrasco. And he's very good at that. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Coyotes. Zai Carrasco.
38 yards on the return for the touchdown. And Zai doing what Zai does. Scoring on the pick 6.
And now the PAT once again. And that is going to be, is that a new kicker? No, it's not. It's still the same one. That's
Frankie the Leg.
Frankie the Leg. All right. So Francisco Lara set to kick the point after touchdown up. And that time it is no good. But the Coyotes get on the board once again. 38-yard pick six by Zy Carrasco. PAT fails. 13-0. KSVPTV.com, 106.5. Roswell's Talk FM.
Eastern New Mexico University invites all alumni and friends to our 90th anniversary homecoming, September 30th through October 5th. A week-long celebration of events culminates on the weekend. Friday night, ENMU celebrates 90 years with the bonfire and pep rally, followed by Eastern New Mexico's first ever drone show, and then a live comedy show by Breaking Bad actor Stephen Michael Quezada. Saturday features the annual parade and homecoming football game versus Central Washington. Join us as we celebrate 90 years. For more information on ENMU Homecoming, visit enmu.edu/homecoming.
All right, we are back here at the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. All-American City. 13-0. And I'll tell you, talk to me about Zy Carrasco, Coach.
Well, I mean, what can you say about that kid? I mean, he's dangerous in any aspect of this game. I mean, he plays offense, defense, special teams. He's always out there. He's out there right now on kick coverage. You know, he's the punter. I'm sure he's the backup kicker. Obviously, an all-state type safety. He's the quarterback in the Wildcat. I mean,
well, don't be surprised if there's another turnover here in just a minute and see if Zy's involved in that. There it is. Look at that hit. Zy Carrasco lays the wood. And, oh, my gosh, he was hit so hard. There's a Desert Warrior that is down. And sorry, Coach, I got a little excited on the hit.
Well, that was a violent hit there. He got a full head of steam, shoulder right into the middle of his chest, and he went down like a sack of dirt.
Yeah, Ivan Morales was the young man that was hit hard. And Zy Carrasco, as you mentioned, Coach, he's just a beast, man. All right, it's going to be first down and 10 from the 24. The Desert Warriors out of Santa Teresa, New Mexico in Coyote territory. And there's going to be a fumble. And looks like Santa Teresa will regain possession.
Yeah, unfortunate right there. Just kind of lost it on the exchange. And number 50, Dominic Silva, was close, but not close enough to get on it. And we already have a score in Lovington. It's Artesia 7 and Lovington nothing.
All right. Well, quick shout out to all the listeners out there. Text messages coming in. True Coyote, Frank Montoya listening.
Artesia had a long kickoff return that didn't score on it, but got down to the red zone. And Dominic Silva was able to get in there and make the tackle with help. Help from Noah Lynn. It's going to bring up third and long, about 13. So a chance to get off the field again here for the Coyotes. Silva comes out, probably means they're just going to rush three.
Yeah, you're probably right. Coach, I get in this tunnel vision, start looking at the defense and offense and stuff, but looks like you're right. They're going to rush three here. So on a third down and 13, expect pass, but they're going to have to stay away from Carrasco.
Well, they bring in the extra D-back, and they're just going to run the inside screen off his own guy there, and Bubba Marujo cleans it up. And that's a punting situation.
Now look at this, Coach. You have all red down here. If you look, we're up here pretty high, but you have the Roswell High cheerleaders, the dance team. You look at the sideline football, all red trousers, red on red, white letters, and white numbers. Well, actually, there's no letters. I'm thinking about back in the day when you played, when you were that All-American coach.
Yeah. No, they had the actual last names on the back.
I almost wore mine, Coach.
Yeah?
I almost did, but probably don't fit anymore. Probably got to get all that dust off.
All right, it's Castillo back to receive the punt. They come after him.
Oh, not a bad punt there. But Castillo
wisely lets it roll. Don't want to have a turnover there.
Yeah,
not great punt. Not great field position, but the Coyotes will take it.
Coyotes will take over about the 30-yard line. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the Roswell Coyotes would go straight to the air.
Well, I mean, you got everything. Playbook's wide open in this situation. They're feeling confident from that first drive. Got the early lead, scored twice in the first 5 minutes of this game and they didn't receive the opening kickoff. I mean, that couldn't be a much better way to start. We got a turnover, force a turnover, and then got a 3 and out.
I'm going to send you something here in just a moment. It's going to make you laugh, probably make your week, Coach. All right, Abe Toscano on his feet once again, 35-yard line. He's still going.
Oh, slips another tackle?
Moving his feet.
My goodness.
And he's going to have another Coyote first down. And, we talked a little bit about Abe Toscano during the pregame show. I talked to Coach Lynn about Abe. I said, Abe kind of does that dirty work for you, in the fullback position, and kind of like what Bryce Sanchez did for him. And he agreed. He said he is the workhorse. He makes a lot of things happen. He gets the offense set up for the Roswell Coyotes. So he had a lot of good things to say about Abe, complimented Abe, and I tell you what, he's doing a good job tonight.
Well, he's the offensive MVP this year, and if you ask me, I mean, you can look at Zai with his, he's got all the glory with the touchdowns and the short yardage, but you're right, it's been Abe Toscano doing some serious dirty work.
Colby Sanchez with a reception, and it's going to be another first down for the Roswell Coyotes. 1st and 10 from the 43, Coyotes lead 13-0 with 7 minutes left here in this first half. So Coyotes in Desert Warrior territory, and it will be Palomino in pistol formation. It looks like number 4, Colby Sanchez, will be at the top of your screen. Trio to the bottom of your screen. Palomino gets the snap. It's going to be a toss to Abe Toscano once again. Toscano on his feet. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Coyotes!
Yeah, it's Rendon Duran, though.
Oh, Rendon Duran. Boy, I'll tell you what, I got to get that correct there. Because you saw those twos, and they had the same moves, he and Rendon Duran and Abe Toscano, but the touchdown's going to be Rendon Duran.
Yeah, 43 yards, his longest run of the year. And just those running backs running in space.
Well,
doing whatever they want.
Richard and Craig, if you're listening, I apologize. I got to get that going there. Long time friends of mine, by the way. We played Little League Baseball together. Richard's foreign car, by the way. PAT's up and good, so the score now is 20-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a break. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
October is National Co-op Month, and Central Valley Electric Cooperative is having a Member Appreciation Fall Festival on Wednesday, October 9th. Come join us in the CVE Jack Case Community Room anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. There will be food, games, music, giveaways, door prizes, and more. You don't want to miss it. If you're a CVE member, stop by between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. October 9th and celebrate National Co-op Month with us. We hope to see you there.
We are back. Coyotes lead big here in this first quarter, 20-0. 43-yard run by Rendon Duran, and the PAT by Laura was up and good. Oh, I'm going to tell you what. Wow.
Wow is right. I was talking to Frankie Laura before the game, and he's, he came out and tried tennis for me a few years ago. That really wasn't his thing. Obviously a really good soccer player. But come out here, never played football, and become a pretty good kicker.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. Easy.
All right, well.
Couldn't see who made the tackle. It might have been. Going to give it to Cannon Ramage.
And Coach Lynn and coaching staff can review that to make sure, but I think you're right. So 1st and 10 now for the Desert Warriors from the 15-yard line, left part of the field. Santa Teresa working north to south on the radio dial. 3-man front for the Roswell Coyotes. Let's see if the adjustment is made. Now it looks like 4-man front. Rolling out is the quarterback in trouble. And he's just going to throw it away.
Yeah, Aiden Rutley giving chase in his 6'4", 6'5" frame, and and Vieira's a pretty good quarterback. They list him at 5'10". That might be a tippy toe situation. You got a big old 6'5" Rutley chasing you. think he did the right thing just throwing that one away.
Well, that's exactly right. Quarterback once again is number 5, Nicholas Vieira. He's going to be shotgun left. There's going to be a quick pass.
Bolaños.
Yeah, going nowhere.
Ooh. Bolaños with the tackle for loss. And I think with that play, Desert Warriors are in the negative in total offense for the game so far as we are past the first half of this first quarter, I should say.
Coach, you have an update in Lovington?
Still 7-0. Lovington's got the ball, though, and they are driving on Artesia's side of the field.
All right, another pass attempt for the quarterback in trouble, and he's just going to throw it away. I mean, what do you do?
Well, you don't throw another pick six. He did the right thing.
That's going to bring up 4th down, so they will be punting.
We'll see if Castillo gets a chance to return one here.
Close to the end zone. Let's see if...
Oh, they'll come after him.
Oh, well, why would you not?
Yeah, I mean, because Castillo can kind of fend for himself out there on the return. I mean, he can make people miss. He's not a big target to tackle.
Castillo about the 45-yard line. Let's see what happens there. Roswell Coyotes going to be in the house.
Yeah, he made him kick it before he wanted to.
Castillo will return it. Well, let's put it this way. He gets the ball in his hand and is going to be brought down about the 43, 44-yard line, but it will be Coyote ball.
Yeah, kind of desperate to make something happen there. Going to have to give him the -6 on the punt return, but it still gives the Coyotes excellent field position, as you said, at the 42. And Lovington now threatening inside the 5 at home, trying to tie it up against Artesia. That is the game of the week in New Mexico football for sure.
It looks like a packed house over in Lovington, so we'll see what happens there. Coyotes now working 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line, and Palomino's going to take it himself.
Still going.
You know, I'm just going back to that last touchdown by Rendon Duran. That young man, and of course he's a baseball player as well, but that young man has some speed.
Yeah, he can move. He can definitely move, and you know, just got those guys that if you can just get them in space, you know, they could do a lot of damage, and we've had that. Had it a little with AB, had it with Rendon there, obviously, and there's several guys on the roster that all they need is just a little bit of room.
Yeah, we can definitely identify. So the blue shoes now, that's going to belong to A.B. Toscano. Is that correct? Yes, it is.
It is.
All right, so.
The blue shoes.
Right, there's the first penalty of the ball game, and it's going to go to the Roswell Coyotes.
Well, and I'm just happy that that's the first penalty of the ball game.
Yeah.
And we're deep into the first quarter. But it will be a 5-yard backup. So it'll be 2nd and 9 now. Looks like they changed the play for 2nd and 9.
Yep. 2nd and 9 from the 41. Okay, there's motion. And there's another penalty, and that one's going to go against the Roswell Coyotes once again.
So the Coyotes going the wrong way. Still not in a unmanageable down and distance, but they're going to have to get some positive plays here on 2nd and 3rd. Otherwise, they may have to roll the punt team out there and run a fake.
Yeah, it looks like the class of 75 is taking their seats.
Wow, 50 years.
All right, empty set now for Palomino. He's going to go up the middle, taking a shot to Toscano, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, maybe had a step there, a little more air under that one. That's kind of been a trend with Jacob early in the season. You know, and it just needs to air it out. A little more loft on it. You know, he's throwing the fastball. He needs to go a little more off speed on that. But now 3rd and 14. And I believe if they go incomplete here or a short game, they will line up and punt it.
All right, let's
line up to punt it.
There's going to be a quick pass there to number 4, Colby Sanchez, and Colby Sanchez will have the first down and more.
See where they spot him.
Homecoming night here for the Roswell Coyotes.
22 yards to Colby Sanchez.
So Colby Sanchez, top of your screen. Here in the bottom, it looks like that is number 24, Rendon Duran, along with Allen Ingram. Little dump pass to Toscano, 10-5, touchdown Coyotes. And that one, my friends, is a touchdown pass for Palomino. Good catch, good run by number 25, Abe Toscano. Dump pass. All right, we'll get you that information here in a minute as number 15, Frankie the Leg Lara, is up and good. Coyotes now lead 27-0. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell Talk FM, KSVPTV.com.
So what do you think, Tiffany? Do we have a deal?
I like the numbers, but do you have any wiggle?
Stop. No need for that, Angela. Here at Richland Dodge, we strive to provide you with a haggle-free experience. And this month, we're offering up to $12,000 off all Ram trucks. They all come with our lifetime powertrain warranty and are eligible for the Brand Champion program. So come by 1309 Southeast Main Street or visit us on our website at richlandcdjr.com.
Bowl. Shout out to the class of 74. Says having their 50th reunion in the area.
27-0. We are still in the first quarter. The Mines at New Mexico Preps had a spread of 22.5 on this game.
All right, there's the kickoff, and number 15 is going to be Mark Alacon.
Pretty nifty moves.
You know, the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors, I don't think have even been across the 30-yard line.
Well, they don't have any positive yardage. They're negative in total yards for the game so far, so they're without a first down. They had 6 yards of positive yardage on their first possession, but they've had negative yardage on their others. And that doesn't even count the yardage on the pick six or anything like that. So, yeah, no, this defense has completely bottled them up.
First down and 10 from the 18, 27-0 with 3:20 left in the first quarter. Looks like it's all tied up over in Lovington. There's going to be a handoff. And the Roswell Coyote defense is just a little too much for Santa Teresa.
Yeah, I mean, that's putting it mildly. I mean, that time it was number 34, Mikey Lucero, with the tackle for loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 11. But, yeah, they just, no answers right now. It's like Greathouse and Rutley getting a breather right now. So you've got David Galmond is out there. And they've moved Silva out to the out. No, they brought in Wojcik. So,
all right, quarterback is going to roll out. Vieira in trouble again.
Boy.
And there's going to be a sack.
Well, and it's going to be a 15-yard sack as well for Galmond, who just came in the game and then gets the sack. And that puts Santa Teresa in danger of a safety here at their own 3. And that might be a generous spot, the 3. I thought it was closer
the 1.
To the 2 or the 1.
Yeah, 2 or 1. If I look at this right here, do you bring the house? Well,
They escape.
Yeah,
They
just
get out of the
too
end
far
zone.
to go. Maybe room to punt. That is Keegan Nichols, his first tackle of the game unofficially.
Yeah, Sergio Perez with the carry. So it's going to be 4th down and a lot for Santa Teresa.
Yeah, 4th and about 25. And Matt Castillo's standing inside the Santa Teresa 40. So you're talking an excellent chance of good field position here. And they've been close to getting to the punter. They had to make him rush one, and they nearly blocked one.
This might be, I'm going to call this one. Okay, there's going to be a flag on the play. Is it going to be on the Coyotes?
I didn't see the indication. Just offside. Gonna move them up 5. So that's the first penalty on the defense, 5-yard variety.
All right, I'm kind of feeling something, and I think you know what I'm feeling, Coach.
What the heck are we doing?
Well, I'm not real sure. There's an official timeout. They're going to have discussion. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's where it should be on a 5-yard penalty. I don't know why they were marking it off again. But here we go with punt attempt number 2. This time from just outside the end zone. And
I'm seeing if Matt Castillo can run this one back. I'm feeling it. And there's Castillo on his feet. He's still on his feet, kind of going east and west, and finally brought down. Coach, I think the Roswell Coyotes got lucky on there because I thought it was close to a block in the back there.
Well, I saw the indicator go out, but that's the one they throw to where the catch was made. But, yeah, it was close.
So I've got another update from Lovington. Artesia now takes the lead 14-7. Thank you, Dalia, for that information. 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes. Palomino still the quarterback for the Roswell Coyotes.
Coach, we're still in the first quarter.
I'm going to hand the ball off to Abe Toscano once again. He's on his feet at the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, and another touchdown for the Roswell Coyotes and Abe Toscano. But there is a flag on the play, and I think that is going to be coming back. It might be a hold on the Coyotes.
Well, if they mark it off from where the flags were thrown, it's still going to wind up being a decent gain. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. It's going to wind up being about an 8-yard gain. So I'm not sure.
So that's going to be the 4th penalty on the Roswell Coyotes.
So does 80 get 8 yards on that carry?
Well,
no, there's no play.
Well, there has to be a play if the ball moved. So he will get credit for 8 yards.
But there wasn't a down.
Well, that's true.
I don't know how you do that statistically.
Well, we'll have to find out there. I would give him credit for 8 until they tell us differently. There's the broken play, but it looks like Palomino is on his feet around the turn and finally brought down. So I'm not real sure. I don't think that was designed, but there was a Desert Warrior down about the 24-yard line. Don't have a number on that just yet. Let's take a break. You're listening to Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KSVPTV.com.
At Artesia General Hospital, we know it's early, but schedule your mammogram today and save. Call 855-RAD-EXAM and save 10% off mammograms scheduled through October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And get a refreshing drink discount from Kith & Kin in Artesia or Blue House in Carlsbad. We use leading-edge, FDA-approved Genius 3D mammography technology to deliver more accurate results faster and with more comfort. Women over 40 do not need a referral for yearly screenings. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/mammogram.
All right, we are back. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
I'm real curious about our stats problem here. I'm fully admit I have no idea what you do there with that 1st and 2 situation, because I don't think you can give the yards to Toscano.
Because that means the play never happened, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's 1st down again, so the play was called back. So,
well, that's 2 weeks in a row.
I think it has to go down as a positive 8-yard penalty.
But who gets credit for the positive 8 yards?
No penalty. Nobody.
All right, there's the pass from Palomino.
And nice running after the catch there by Colby Sanchez. He's going to have another 1st down all the way down to the 7. So 15 for Colby on that one.
Positive yardage. I will have to find out. You stumped me on that one. Okay, so about 14 seconds left here in this first quarter. Coyotes do lead 27-0.
And look who's ready to come in over here. There's 7, there's 8.
There they all come. All right. Should be the last play. There's Palomino rolling out from the 10, 5, and Palomino. They're going to call him down on the 1-yard line. So that will end the first quarter. Coyotes lead big, 27-0. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Eastern New Mexico University invites all alumni and friends to our 90th anniversary homecoming, September 30th through October 5th. A week-long celebration of events culminates on the weekend. Friday night, ENMU celebrates 90 years with the bonfire and pep rally, followed by Eastern New Mexico's first ever drone show, and then a live comedy show by Breaking Bad actor Stephen Michael Quezada. Saturday features the annual parade and homecoming football game versus Central Washington. Join us as we celebrate 90 years. For more information on ENMU Homecoming, visit enmu.edu/homecoming.
All right, welcome back. As the first quarter expires, Coyotes lead big, 27-0. Scoring in the first quarter from 12 yards out was Abe Toscano for the first touchdown. PAT was up and good. And then a 38-yard pick six by Zy Carrasco. And then the PAT failed. But on the third drive, a 43-yard run by Rendon Duran to make the score 20-0. And then a 24-yard touchdown pass from Palomino to Toscano to make the score 27-0 with the PAT.
And I'm shocked that we don't have the big dog packaging.
Well, I'm not as of right this moment. I just don't think they're going to utilize that. Why would you? I'm asking. I mean, do you need to use it?
They can use about whatever they want. I mean, they could probably put a backup in at all 11 positions and score from here. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe not to wear them out. I mean, like I said earlier, there's 7 starters on defense in that big dog package, that Wildcat. So
yeah. Well, you know, here's the thing. Coyotes lead 27-0.
This is just a push through. No?
And this time the Coyotes will score again. So another touchdown. Matt Castillo in from, what do we say, 1 yard out?
1 yard out.
Matt Castillo now will put the Coyotes up 33-0. Let's see if Freddie the Leg can make it 34. Well, and this is where the Roswell Coyotes can work on different things right now. I mean, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see that JV unit coming in here about the middle part of the second quarter.
Well, I mean, that's quick as Greathouse comes in. Hey, you're on the kick team, Mason.
Well, you know what happens if you get to 50 by halftime.
I do know what happens, and I also know that hasn't happened since you and I have been doing this together.
Not for the Roswell Coyotes. Nope. Not with the Roswell Coyotes. So, okay, the score now is 34-0. Homecoming night. KSVPTV.com, 106.5. Roswell's Talk FM. You're listening to Roswell Coyote Football.
October is National Co-op Month, and Central Valley Electric Cooperative is having a Member Appreciation Fall Festival on Wednesday, October 9th. Come join us in the CVE Jack Case Community Room anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. There will be food, games, music, giveaways, door prizes, and more. You don't want to miss it. If you're a CVE member, stop by between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. October 9th and celebrate National Co-op Month with us. We hope to see you there.
Coyotes lead big, 34-0, as we just began the second quarter. Coach, thoughts, comments?
Well, you know, we thought that there was a potential that this could kind of be a blowout. I didn't think it would happen this quickly, this badly. You know, I think Santa Teresa is just overwhelmed. I think they're a better football team than they're playing right now, but sometimes, you know, things just start snowballing, and that's what's happened to them right here. You know, we're going to see a lot of reserves playing here before too long. And
oh, that could have been ugly.
Yeah,
he turned just.
Nicholas and Naya, we'll give him credit. He was there first, but gang tackle. And
yeah, this is what I like, though, right here, Coach, as we were talking about in the past, the Coyotes need to play their game. Don't play to the level of your competition. Play solid football. Work on the little things, eliminate the penalties, and try to get better tonight.
Well, this is absolutely 11 reserves in the game right now. 11 reserves. There's not a single starter out there. There's a rotational player or two, but every player out there right now is a backup for the Roswell Coyotes. And as you said, the second quarter just started.
34-0, 11-49. The quarterback is Nicholas Vieira. You know, in the junior varsity team tomorrow will play at 2 o'clock, so they're going to get plenty of reps tonight and for sure tomorrow.
So I believe that was Davian Gonzalez with the tackle. Going to be calling some names we don't usually call here, folks, so if you're a parent been waiting to hear that music, it's coming.
Second down and 6. Santa Teresa working from the right hash. Wow, 11 new ball players.
Yeah.
There's the quick pass from number 5, and that's going to be incomplete. Pass was intended for Emmanuel Luna. Homecoming night for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, we will have all of those festivities for you. For those of you who are wanting to tune in, couldn't make it here to see those homecoming ceremonies. That will all be streamed live with the public address, so you won't miss a thing.
Okay, Santa Teresa will trot to the line on 3rd and 6.
Safeties are Adrian Lucero and a player that I don't have a name for, number 35. And this is going to be a punting situation. Looks like Tyler Wojcik in on that tackle.
Said his name the last couple of weeks. He's getting some quality minutes.
Yeah, he is one of those occasionally rotational guys, but and now you're going to see number 37 back to receive the kick, and that must be a JV player because I don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have the number.
Either,
and then of course you see Luke Lynn working out, throwing the ball, warming up. He will be going in the ball game.
Yeah, so this just turned into a JV.
Well, it's not a punt. It's a punt situation, but it looks like Santa Teresa will go for it on 4th down. And now, is there a timeout on the field? There is. So we're going to take a timeout too. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com. Coyote Football, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, we are back. Looks like Santa Teresa took their first time out of the half. Yeah, the junior varsity will be in action tomorrow at 2 p.m. here at the Wool Bowl.
A lot of them in action right now, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's some guys I wouldn't expect to see. Keegan Nichols, just a little more rest for that injury. He's been playing the last couple of weeks, but no reason to aggravate it.
All right, now Santa Teresa is set to punt from the 26-yard line. There's the snap. And a decent punt. Not sure who that is.
No,
returning it.
He scooped it up and made a little something out of nothing there. So that is number 37 on the return of about 8.
Okay, just to confirm, it is Luke Lynn coming in at the quarterback position. So let's see, do we have any starters on the offensive side of the ball? Coach, there's a lot of numbers that I don't recognize and don't have.
Yeah, so we apologize.
Well, Luke Lynn will put, is that number 24, Rendon Duran. He's off to the races. Once again, Duran, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Rendon Duran.
Yeah, but it's coming back. 49 yards on the score unless they pick it up, but it's looking like it's probably.
Oh, they're going to have an official, conversation. No. They're going to bring him back, holding.
Yeah, he's bringing him back, yeah. So probably a hold. If it's where the flag was, it'll essentially be a wash. So it is holding.
Ren is going to come out now and take a little breather.
Well, yeah, he just ran 49 yards.
He will be back in, I promise you. Nathaniel Lujan now is in the ball game.
Yeah, and he's got a little something too.
Sure does.
Yeah, there are lots of backups. You got Logan Hoover out there as a slot or a wing. You've got, is it Olin or Olin?
It is Olin.
Olin Ingram.
There's a little toss over to Nathaniel Lujan on his feet about midfield and finally brought down about the 49-yard line.
No gain on the play.
So I do have a score, 22-7, Artesia in the lead.
A wake-up call for the number 1 team in the state at home.
Well, you call me Jimmy the Greek. I'm just telling you that, partner.
Never underestimate the Bulldogs.
Dominic Pacheco, top of your screen. 2nd down and 12, 34-0 is the score, 9:17 left in the first half. Quick shift for the Roswell Coyotes. Lynn, the quarterback, will take the snap. It will be handed off once again to number 24, Rendon Duran. He's still on his feet. And the whistles now are blown.
4 yards on the carry will bring up 3rd and about 8. And we'll see if the youngest of the 3 Lynn boys will put the ball in the air here. We're going to bring Hoover out, and now they'll have Lujan and Duran in the game, so might see a little pass to one of those guys. They're both splitting out wide, too.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 from the 47. Clock will run. Top of your screen is Noah Estrada. Lynn, the quarterback. Dropping back to pass. Strong arm quarterback will dump it over to number 23, Dominic Pacheco, for positive yardage. And that will be another Coyote first down. Thank you for the updates, Miss Rosalba Mendoza, Principal, Roswell High School, along with Talia Gruis, Talia always does a great job with our social media, Facebook pages. Just a great job, and I promise you,
I wonder if
Miss Gruis, I'm going to tell you right now, I have plans for you in the future. She knows what I'm talking about.
All right.
That's a laugh out loud. 34-0. Not this year, but there's going to be a flag. But she knows what I'm talking about. Sean Nahara giving us an update too.
Same score, Artesia 22-7 over Lovington in Lovington there in the second quarter. Shout out to Sean Naranjo.
Sean Naranjo.
For keeping us informed.
Yeah, and then also Thomas from the radio station, KSVPTV.com. Let's see who else from across the United States are listening. They'll be giving us text messages here in just a moment.
Check out. Oh, here he goes. That's
number 20, Allen Ingram. And that is confirmed. Allen Ingram.
Oh, okay. I've been calling him Olin, so I apologize to Ashley and everybody else.
Well, I'm sure she is here at the Wool Bowl, but I think she's also listening as well. Shout out to the English department at Roswell High School.
About 10 yards for Olin.
Some good things going on in the English department at Roswell High School. 2nd and 6 from the 30, left hash. Luke Lynn, the quarterback, will have motion, another penalty.
And this one is delay.
Yes, it is. Delay of game.
Now he's going to talk to the back judge there just to make sure everything that he observed was right and that they put the right time up there to begin with, but he's probably going to cross the arms here. And there it is.
Okay, bye-bye.
So more penalties. And instead of 2nd and a manageable 6, it will be 2nd and 11.
Okay.
Still not overly unmanageable. Ball's at the Desert Warrior 35.
All right. Looks like another penalty. And that time is number 70, Caden Lopez.
Yeah, they're making it awfully hard on
Luke Lynn.
I don't know if he's drawing them off of his cadence or if they're just jumping or what's going on. It's not like they're used to. I mean, these are the guys that are used to playing with Luke. This is the backups. This is, the JV. And now timeout called. So,
all right, we'll be back. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KSVPTV.com. Coyote football.
October is National Co-op Month, and Central Valley Electric Cooperative is having a Member Appreciation Fall Festival on Wednesday, October 9th. Come join us in the CVE Jack Case Community Room anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. There will be food, games, music, giveaways, door prizes, and more. You don't want to miss it. If you're a CVE member, stop by between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. October 9th and celebrate National Co-op Month with us. We hope to see you there.
All right, we are back. 34-0 as the Roswell Coyotes dominating, but pretty much all the starters are out offensively, defensively, and just had a last-minute penalty on, it appeared to be Allen Ingram.
Yeah, something unsportsmanlike, because that was the signal. Don't know what it was, but the officials were talking to him as they came off the field for the timeout. So that's the kind of thing that coaches don't like.
Well, now it's going to be 2nd and forever for the Roswell Coyotes.
Well, now you're going to likely get to see the arm either on this down or the next one of Luke Lynn.
Well, Luke Lynn has every bit of an arm that can go from, 50-plus yards.
You got Dominic Pacheco with speed all alone over here, maybe single coverage. Let's see if he comes our way.
All right, there's Luke Lynn under pressure. We'll dump it off. I think that's Rendon Duran.
It is. He'll pick up 5.
All right, so it looks like Lynn is getting the information out from Derek Gomez.
And they're going to let him throw it down the field, right?
Well, I would certainly hope so. So you have number 14 that's in the ballgame, Noah Estrada and Allen Ingram. Top of your screen. And it looks like Dominic Pacheco down here at the bottom of your screen. Lynn will dump it off once again over to Allen Ingram, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's just a drop. That was right on the money.
So 4th down and 25. The punting unit for the first time will be on the field for the Coyotes.
And this is too far, right? 25 is too far to go for the fake.
With that guy, nothing's impossible.
I mean, I'm not sure he can punt it for a first down. So let's see how he does.
Look at that punt.
That's a beauty.
The All-State.
Oh, and it checks up.
What a punt! There's going to be a flag. Is that going to be on the Coyotes?
Could be.
Unsportsmanlike. So another update from Levitton. Artesia leads the Wildcats 28-7 with, they don't have the time on there, so it's in the second quarter.
All right, so here's the...
And we're going to try to get a score. Goddard is taking on...
Gadsden.
Gadsden, that's correct. We'll get you a score here in just a moment.
So I know that they were setting up late in Gadsden and Anthony.
Okay.
Oh boy, look at this penalty.
Well, man, I tell you what an excellent, excellent punt by Zy Carrasco.
And that penalty goes on the offense too, so that's
Sure
another
does.
15-yard penalty. And there's some things to work on.
Okay, but even then, well, let's wait for after this play right here, because this is the furthest Santa Teresa has gotten. Haven't been past the 30-yard line, and still haven't.
Now that's going to be a tackle for loss by Tyler Wojcik. So even the backups now dominating this Santa Teresa offense.
And just like that, feel a heat wave just come in all of a sudden. 95 degrees it reached today.
Oh, man. I'm about tired of that.
Yeah, September 27th, 2024.
I mean, by the time the football weather gets here, the football season will be over.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to play in the snow. I want to play in the wind. I want to play in the
JP
sleet.
White, the JP White building is what you're saying. All right.
Oh, there's Bobble.
In trouble is Vieira. And number 13, Nicholas Anaya.
And that's a tackle for loss.
Yep.
He's run out of bounds. Well, let's check on the spot. Yeah.
Nicholas Anaya.
So Nicholas Anaya, his second tackle of the game, his first for a loss. Going to bring up third and about 13. And this offense just has not been able to do a thing.
Trying to get you guys an update for the Goddard game, Goddard versus Gadsden. And Santa Teresa Desert Warriors still have not been past the 30-yard line, to my knowledge. Do you know that, Coach? I don't think they have.
Yeah, I don't believe they have either. I'm pretty sure they still are in negative yardage for the game.
Oh, I think you're right.
I mean, I don't remember a drive ending with positive yardage. The first one did. They punted on 4th and 6. So they were at positive 6 after that first drive, but every other drive has ended in the negative, and they, for the half, here with 5 minutes left in the first half, are still in the red. And there's the quick boot. Nobody back. 4th and
11. I almost thought they were going to throw a flag there, but they didn't. Coyotes will take over about the 32-yard line. 34-0 is the score. 4 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half. Homecoming night. We will have the homecoming court. It will be an extended halftime by 5 minutes, so we'll have a 20-minute halftime. We will announce the homecoming king and queen homecoming court as well. Nice little assembly today at Roswell High School. Thanks to Mr. Junior Estrada.
All right, what's the hold up here? Have another penalty? Coach Lynn is on that back, Judge, about something.
Yeah, he's fired up about something, but it's going to be 1st and 10, right hash for the Roswell Coyotes. Motion will happen. Olin Ingram. Good block, and Olin Ingram is on his feet and finally taken down. I thought he went out of bounds at first, but good hard run by Olin Ingram.
Yeah, 13 yards there. So he's had 2 carries for 23 yards. That's real good for a guy who's, probably your 5th or 6th running back when you started the season. That's pretty good.
I'm just, Coach, and you said a mouthful there. I mean, look at the speed the Roswell Coyotes have at all levels. I mean, Jeff was talking about, during pregame, we talked about the freshman group. We talked about the sub-varsity, the JV group. What a good job these Roswell Coyotes are doing at all levels. Nathaniel, look at the moves on this young man. He's still moving.
Nathaniel Lujan for 12 there.
Just smooth on his feet. So it's going to be another Coyote first down. And I'm being serious about this. I love the way Nathaniel Lujan runs. He's just smooth, and I tell you what, if he breaks one, turn on the jets because he's going to go flying, man.
Well, absolutely. He's just so good in space. He's one of those little guys that's just tough to get a beat on. And
there he is once again on his feet.
Jets.
From the 30. Oh, just one guy. Turn on the jets.
17 on that one for Nathaniel Lujan.
I talk to him at lunchtime every once in a while. Just a pretty good kid and very respectful.
Yeah, I believe I had him in class. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's coming out now. He's not a big guy, but he plays big.
Yeah, it looks like Logan Hoover will enter the ball game here with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. 34-0 is the score. Coyotes do lead big. And there's going to be a timeout on the field, and it's going to be on the Roswell Coyotes. All right, we'll be right back listening to Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell Talk FM.
At Richland Motors, it's never been...
So what do you think, Tiffany? Do we have a deal?
I like the numbers, but do you have any wiggle room?
Stop. No need for that, Angela. Here at Richland Dodge, we strive to provide you with a haggle-free experience. And this month, we're offering up to $12,000 off all Ram trucks. They all come with our lifetime powertrain warranty and are eligible for the Brand Champion program. So come by 1309 Southeast Main Street or visit us on our website at richlandcdjr.com.
34-0 is the score. Coyotes took their first time out of the half. All right.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Luke in the offense, see what they're going to run here on this first down. They've got 3:22 to try and score here, get over that 35-point mark to start the second half, which will mean a running clock.
No scores yet, right?
We don't know. The score isn't working. I was trying to listen for a score, but they weren't saying what the score is, and the technology's not working. There he is!
Oh, good pass.
Well,
looks like Noah Estrada. Well, I say it was a good pass.
Yeah, he missed him.
He missed him a little bit there.
Because he had him open, for sure.
You know, Luke, with the snap, he was in shotgun, bobbled the ball, recovered it, went back and started rolling out to the right side. Threw a ball to Noah Estrada, and it was just a little out in front.
Yeah, it was going to be a touchdown, is what it was going to be if he can. He kind of threw a Jacob Palomino a little too hot to handle ball there. They'll get it. They'll get it.
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. You going to call those Ghostbusters? All right, there you go.
And that's a JV player, number 47, with a nice carry on 2nd and 10. He's going to pick up 11.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
And we should have got with Coach before the game. That's said, hey, got anybody who's going to be in and we don't know who they are. And
Coach, talk a little bit of top 10, 5A classification. What do you think?
Well, not much change from last week.
Okay.
Looking at the coaches poll, since we got an injury timeout here. One thing that I thought was a little bit interesting was the unanimous coaches poll and having Lovington number 1. And as you know, we've been letting you know, Artesia's showing them what they think of that number 1 ranking in Lovington tonight. But they had Lovington at 1, all 12 first place votes. They had Roswell edging out Artesia for 2, 102 points, 101 points in the coaches poll. So, you know, essentially tied. Gadsden at 4, Deming at 5, Mayfield at 6, Goddard at 7, all those teams in the same district. And then you get 4 teams from the other district, Los Alamos at 8, Berlin at 9, Highland 10, Mayamura 11, and then Santa Teresa gets a few votes to be 12 and Valley 13. Nobody else in the classification gets any votes. Again, that's the coaches poll. It's very similar to the other polls.
All right, so it looks like the training unit took care of business and helped out one of the Santa Teresa Warrior ball players. Everything seems to be okay. So first down and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes. Working right hash from the 16-yard line, motion. And there's the pass to number 37. And look at that.
My goodness. Still pushing. Still pushing. He's going to be close to a first. He might have a first down.
Well, I'm going to say he does.
Consecutive 11-yard carries for number 47. All right, so we're going to have a first and goal.
Was that? Okay. I wasn't sure what that was. We had a little... Anyway, okay, first down and 5 for the Roswell Coyotes. And we're trying to get you some numbers here. So Lynn will put a man in motion.
Yeah, it's Ingram, and he is going to lose. Depending on the spot, let's see how generous they are. No gain.
No gain, so okay. Brings up a second down and 5. So approaching the 2-minute mark here in this second quarter.
Yeah, and a lot of the regulars with their helmets off now. And
might be done for the night.
Yeah, I mean, they might let them participate in the homecoming.
Oh, and there's Lynn. Oh! And dropped. In the end zone was Noah Estrada.
Wow. I'll tell you what, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Oh, no.
Poor Noah. And he's a starter. I mean, he's...
And that happens. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, the junior wideout / tight end. I mean, just maybe just too easy. But it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 6. Now, don't get in. You give Frankie the leg a chance here.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I would like that decision.
All right, in the backfield, I think that's number 22, Nathaniel Lujan. Lynn's in pistol formation, speed option, and Lynn is going to be close. No indication as of yet.
Now they're going to say he's just short. It's going to bring up 4th and goal at the 1-foot line.
Man, you go ahead and get the quarterback sneak.
I think you do, as big as Luke Lynn is.
Well, it looks like that's what's going to happen here. And Luke Lynn. All right, there's going to be a timeout for Santa Teresa. Charge timeout. Coyotes to lead 34-0. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
October is National Co-op Month, and Central Valley Electric Cooperative is having a Member Appreciation Fall Festival on Wednesday, October 9th. Come join us in the CVE Jack Case Community Room anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. There will be food, games, music, giveaways, door prizes, and more. You don't want to miss it. If you're a CVE member, stop by between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. October 9th and celebrate National Co-op Month with us. We hope to see you there.
All right, we are back here at the Woolbowl. Coyotes lead 34-0. Santa Teresa takes their second timeout. Minute 15 left in this first half. Coyotes threatening once again. All right, let's see if Luke Lynn will go ahead and just take it himself, or...
Well, I think this is sneak all the way.
Well, I see number 45 in there. That's going to be Logan Hooper.
No, you can see him.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty.
Leaning. Yeah, can't lean. That's
5-yard penalty, it looks like, on the Coyotes.
Yeah, that's on Luke. I mean,
sure is.
He was too anxious.
Trying to get that first varsity touchdown.
Nah. Just of the day. He's had a couple. Had one last year.
Of this year, excuse me.
I think he had one this year, too.
Did he have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's got 2. Because I mistakenly said that it was his first varsity touchdown
I do have
earlier
an update.
in the year.
I do have an update.
Okay.
7-0, Gadsden leads Goddard.
Okay.
All right, but right now, Coyotes 4th and 6.
So they don't give Frankie a chance. They're going to try to
score.
Yeah.
All right, speed option. And looks like Luke Lynn is going to try to do it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Coyotes. Luke Lynn in for 6 more. From 6 yards out?
Yep.
So Luke Lynn with the touchdown, and Freddie, the leg Laura, is set to kick the point after touchdown. 40-0 with 1 minute and 8 seconds left.
And Luke doesn't even get to celebrate. He's got to be the holder on the extra point here. He can celebrate a little bit after the extra point.
All right, and there's going to be a whistle blown, so I'm not real sure what that was about. Okay, everybody's getting ready, getting set. Luke Lynn, the placeholder for Frankie. Laura, there's a busted play.
Throw it, Luke. Throw it, Luke. There you go.
There it is.
Frankie Laura. Oh.
All right, so the point after touchdown, better yet, 2-point conversion has failed. 40-0 is the score. We're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, Coyote Football.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, we are back. 6-yard touchdown run by Luke Lynn. And the point after touchdown dash 2-point conversion fails.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think it was a bad snap, huh?
You know what? I'd be lying to you if I told you I was not paying attention to that. All right, there is the kick, and it is returnable.
That is Nate Lujan, his second special teams tackle. Here comes the, not the pups, that's the freshmen, but, the young Coyotes.
Well, I do think the pups could probably do a pretty good job as well. And I mean, I'm just telling you, that's how good this program is.
Yeah, the lower levels.
The lower levels have a lot of talented young men. Played a pretty good game on Thursday against Carlsbad, defeating Carlsbad.
Might just have one play here before halftime.
And I think that's all you're going to have. And there's going to be a throw, and that's going to be completed. That's going to be for positive yardage. And I think that's going to be the first down of the half for Santa Teresa.
Absolutely is.
And they're going to call a timeout, I believe.
Asaya Avitia, the backup cornerback.
Yep.
With, I believe, his first tackle of the season.
And that's going to end the half. Coyotes dominate the first half, and that will do it. 40-0. We're going to take a 2-minute break, come back, and then we'll talk a little statistics. You're listening and watching Coyote Football, KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
At Artesia General Hospital, we know it's early, but schedule your mammogram today and save. Call 855-RAD-EXAM and save 10% off mammograms scheduled through October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And get a refreshing drink discount from Kith & Kin in Artesia or Blue House in Carlsbad. We use leading-edge, FDA-approved Genius 3D mammography technology to deliver more accurate results faster and with more comfort. Women over 40 do not need a referral for yearly screenings. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/mammogram.
Wakefield Oil Express has the highest quality service in Roswell with a 17-point full-service oil change that includes a full wash and vacuum at their car wash. You won't find a better deal. They also offer full synthetic oil changes, fuel and cabin filter replacements, and will even check your battery. Their Tunnel Wash isn't afraid of dirty vehicles. They have the best value wash in town with free vacuums. They even offer wash passes that can be used for multiple vehicles. Next time you need your oil changed, go to the fast and efficient Wakefield Oil Express and let them earn your business. 3204 North Main, Roswell.
Are you ready to succeed? At ENMU Roswell, they cater to your educational needs. Their dedicated facilities and faculties provide you with an exceptional learning experience. From academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education, ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Register now on campus or online at roswell.enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell. Success starts here.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months or save up to $2,300.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Bountiful as they used to be? Well, what would Jim Gill do?
Hi, this is Ben from Roswell Seed Company. Few people knew as much about pecans as Jim Gill. And if he were here today, he'd tell you it was time to fertilize. He'd tell you just what you need and show you how to use it. Then he'd make some joke about your neighbors making fun of your nuts.
So when there's trouble with your pecans, head for Roswell Seed Company and ask them, what would Jim Gill do?
All right, we are back. We are here at halftime. 40-0 is the score. We're going to have a 20-minute halftime due to the homecoming activities. The Big Red Band will be performing here. Just real quick, we're going to let you guys just enjoy the Big Red Band and listen to the PA
for the homecoming.
Yeah, and then we'll talk a little bit of the homecoming court here in just a moment.
Maybe some gentlemen about to direct their attention to the sideline. This week represents Homecoming Week and the Tessa Anderson Suicide Prevention Week. September is the Suicide Prevention Month and mental health awareness. Of the National Suicide Prevention Month in the United States. This homecoming already says to raise awareness and promote for mental health and suicide.
All right, welcome back to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. We are here at halftime, and what a performance it was by the Roswell High School Big Red Band. Coyotes do lead 40-0. And just a real quick recap before we start announcing the homecoming court. In the first quarter, 12 yards out was A.B. Toscano, and the PAT was up and good. And also in the first quarter, a 38-yard pick six by Zy Carrasco, and there was a failed PAT. And then Rendon Duran from 43 yards out to make the score 20-0. And then a 24-yard touchdown toss from Jacob Palomino to A.B. Toscano to make it 27-0. And then in the second quarter, from 1 yard out was Matthew Castillo, and 6 yards out was Luke Lynn to make the score 40-0. Coyotes dominated the first half, but now we will be introducing the homecoming court for the Roswell Coyotes and the 2024 season. So as of right this moment, they are reading some biographies and kind of introducing different people. So I will start out by talking about the future Roswell High escorts. The Roswell High School Royalty 2024. Future Roswell High School escorts will be Lucas Hernandez and Miss Sophia Sandoval. Those are the future Roswell High escorts. Got a nice little white tie, white shirt, white tie, and Miss Sophia Sandoval has a beautiful blue dress. I know that Sophia Sandoval attends Monterey Elementary School, and I'm not real sure exactly just yet for Lucas Hernandez, but we will find out for you here in just a moment. Okay, now introducing the homecoming court. 9th grade freshman. Prince is Emmanuel Anambula, and Vanessa Castro is your princess for the freshman group. And now for the sophomore prince and princess will be Mr. Elias Lujan. And the princess will be Chastity Romero. The junior prince and princess, 11th graders, will be Daniel Borrego and Camila Villegas. We'll talk about the senior prince and princess, or princesses, and the king and queen here in just a moment, as the PA announcer will continue with the biographies. We're about 4 minutes and 39 seconds left before we begin the third quarter. I'm going to repeat this once again. At this moment, the Roswell High School Royalty 2024 Future Roswell High School Escorts, Lucas Hernandez and Miss Sofia Sandoval. Freshman Prince and Princess Emmanuel Arabula and Vanessa Castro. 10th grade Prince and Princess, Mr. Elias Lujan and Miss Chastity Romero. The junior Prince and Princess, Mr. Daniel Borrego and Miss Camila Villegas. I know everybody is interested to find out who the 2024 Prince and Princess, King and Queen, are going to be for that senior class. I want to thank KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell Talk FM for allowing us to broadcast this halftime homecoming court. Thank you to our producer, Mr. Tanner Todd, for making that happen. Always a pleasure working with that young man. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald here. All right, so the Tessa Anderson Memorial King and Queen. Looks like we have this here as it's being text messaged to me. It looks like Mr. Julian Vinzor and Gabriella Clements. Once again, that is the Tessa Anderson Memorial King and Queen, Mr. Julian Vinzor and Gabriella Clements. We're going to have to try to get this going a little quick because we are running out of time. 2 minutes and about 15 seconds before players come out. All right, so now we are first senior class princess is Manuela Bencomo. She is currently on the dance team, escorted by her father. And the second senior class princess is going to be Brianna Castro. We're going to have to get this before we get a penalty. They're going to have to get this going here. And the third senior princess now is going to be Alice Cynthia Samuels.
Brianna is being escorted by Mr. Dominic Silva. Mr. Dominic Silva participates on the Roswell High School.
So it looks like they're saying Anna Castro was going to be escorted by Dominic Silva at one point, but it looks now it was Zai Carrasco in the homecoming court. Third princess is Alice Cynthia Samuels, escorted by her parents, but that might be different now.
Well, they're behind Dom and whoever this last senior princess is.
Okay, so once again, the senior class princesses. First one is Manuela Bencomo. Second princess is Brianna Castro. And the third princess is Alice Cynthia Samuels. And now they are waiting the homecoming king and queen here in just a moment. This is a little different, but that's okay. We'll make it work and we'll go over the whole thing once again, but
All right, so the homecoming king for tonight will be Mr. Zai Carrasco. And looks like the homecoming queen will be announced here in just a moment.
The first one here, right?
All right, the new homecoming queen for the 2024 homecoming court is Alexis Padilla. All right, so congratulations to the homecoming court. So a real quick recap of the Roswell High School Royalty 2024. The future Roswell High School escorts. Elementary school, Mr. Lucas Hernandez, Miss Sofia Sandoval. Freshman prince is Emmanuel Arabula, and princess is Vanessa Castro. Sophomore prince is Ilyas Lujan. Princess is Chastity Romero. Junior prince is Daniel Borrego and Camila Villegas. The Tessa Anderson Memorial King and Queen, Mr. Julian Vinsor and Gabriela Clements. The senior princesses, our first princess is Manuela Bencomo, followed by the second princess, Brianna Castro, and the third princess is Alice Cynthia Sanchez. And the homecoming king and queen for 2024 are as follows. The king for the 2024 homecoming court is Zai Carrasco, and the new princess is Alexis Padilla. Congratulations to the Roswell Coyotes and the homecoming court. We're just moments away from the start of the third quarter. Coach McDonald, what do you have for us, sir?
Stats from the first half. Special teams, it was Frankie Lara, who was 4 of 6 on extra point attempts. Missed one, and then they had the bad snap and threw him the ball, and he nearly got the 2-pointer, but he did make 4 of those. Zai Carrasco had 1 punt of 45 yards. Matt Castillo had 2 punt returns for a total of 1 yard. And number 37, who we think is who?
So number 37, we think, is coming up to the varsity tonight is Isaac Gonzalez, is what I'm understanding as of right this moment.
Okay, Isaac Gonzalez, if that's who it is, had a punt return of 8 yards. Defensively, the Coyotes had several players on the field on defense. No one with more than 2 tackles, so I'll just go over the tackles for loss. Joaquin Bolaños, Mikey Lucero, Nicholas Anaya, David Galmond, and Tyler Wojcik. The only one that was technically a sack was David Galmond's. And of course, you had the pick 6, interception return, 38 yards for a touchdown by Zai Carrasco, and a fumble recovery by Nate Lujan. Offensively for Roswell, it was Jacob Palomino with a very efficient 5 of 6, 81 yards and a touchdown. Luke Lynn came in relief. He was 1 for 4 for 5 yards. Avi Toscano caught 2 balls for 30 yards and a touchdown. Colby Sanchez, 3 catches for 51 yards. Dominic Pacheco, 1 catch for 12. Brendan Duran, 1 catch for 5. Running the football was Matt Castillo, 1 carry, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. It was the aforementioned Isaac Gonzalez, we think, with 2 carries for 22 yards. Luke Lynn had 2 carries for 11 yards and a touchdown. Allen Ingram had 3 carries for 23 yards. Nathaniel Lujan, 3 carries for 29. Avi Toscano, 2 carries for 26 and a touchdown. Jacob Palomino, 4 carries for 35 total yards.
All right, there's your statistics for the first half as the Roswell Coyotes dominate 40-0. We're just moments away from the start of the third quarter, but we do have updates from around the state. The Dexter Demons, 22, Ruidoso 0. That is at halftime. And the Artesia Bulldogs seem to be taking care of business over in Lovington as they
are winning 36-13, and that's going to be at halftime. And then we have a score over at Gaston as the Gaston Panthers currently lead the Goddard Rockets 14-0, and that's with about 10 minutes and 20 seconds in the third quarter. All right, we're just moments away. Coach, here in this third quarter, second half, of course, during the halftime festivities, I was just kind of thinking, do you think Coach Lynn will go ahead and start his starters in the third quarter, try to take care of business in the third, or is he going to go ahead and continue playing some of the reserve players and kind of just get them some more reps?
I don't plan on seeing a few people out there. I don't think you'll see Jacob Palomino. I don't think you'll see Keegan Nichols. If he wants to end the game quickly, he'll throw the starters out there, score twice quickly, and we'll go home. But we are starting with the running clock with a 40-point lead. Coyotes do get the ball first, and it's a squibber. And they're going to try to run it back this way with Ingram, I believe.
That's a long run for not very many yards, maybe a gain of one?
Yeah. I'll give him 2. How's that?
Give him 2 yards, though, and I get it, what he's doing.
Fine to try it.
Fine, yeah, exactly. And so he ran 20 yards to get 2 yards.
Right.
But that's where the blocking schemes were at. But that's okay. So the Roswell Coyotes will start out 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. And the quarterback here in the second half, third quarter, will be Luke Lynn. Luke Lynn will be under center, have motion here in just a moment, and a flag already. I mean,
what could it possibly be?
Exactly. I mean, come on. You have a score of 4-0 right now. You're starting in the third quarter. And it's going to be on Santa Teresa. I mean,
what I don't understand, and someone could, let us know and enlighten me. What is the back judge calling on the defense pre-snap?
That's exactly what I was just going to say there. But, oh well. All right, anyway, the Coyotes.
Is that Hoover?
That is.
It is.
Not Billy Hoover, but it's going to be Logan Hoover. So good positive yardage for Logan Hoover to start out the third quarter.
34 yards, yeah, that's pretty good.
Got another update. New Mexico Military Institute, 35, Cobre 0. And that's at halftime. And then Gateway, 34, Mescalero 0. And that's at halftime. Luke Lynn working with first down, rolling out to the right side. And he's going to take it himself. And Luke's not a small child. That guy's trying to take him head on. And I tell you what, you're going to lose that battle with Luke Lynn. Yeah. Update from Gaston. Sorry, Coach.
No, go ahead.
Gaston 21, Goddard 0, 7:07 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Goddard got some of those injured players back or if they're still out or what's going on there. But trying to get in on the broadcast there, and I couldn't get it on my phone. So.
Okay. So 2nd and 3 for the Roswell Coyotes. 9:20 left in the third period. Luke Lynn, the starter here in the second half. Awaiting the snap. Dropping back to pass. Well, throw up the middle. It's caught. And that one's going to be Isaac Gonzalez for the touchdown. Touchdown, Coyotes.
20-yard strike. Luke Lynn right on the money. And Gonzalez did the rest. And I'm running out of places on my stat sheet here.
Yeah, so now the score is 46-0. Let's see if the point after touchdown will be successful. Frankie the Leg Laura. There's the snap. Good recovery by Luke Lynn. Up and good. 47-0 is the score in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 6 seconds left. We'll be right back. You're listening to Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KSVPTV.com.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
All right, we are back. So we had a 20-yard strike from Luke Lynn to Isaac Gonzalez. Score now is 47-0.
You were saying the JV plays tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Who do they play?
You had asked me that question. I will find out for you because I do have it on my email because I have to do contracts.
And that's going to go out of bounds, so that will be a break for Santee as they try to get on the board before the Coyotes can score again. Anything but a safety would end the game, any kind of score for the Coyotes. But just looking for something positive here at the, I mean, it could be the end of the game at any time.
Okay, so we do have Santa Teresa for tonight, of course.
So all the way up to the 35-yard line or the 30? It's the 35, and they take it on the left hash, their option.
Yeah, 47-0. A lot of athletics tomorrow. Cross country will be in action at 9 a.m. at Cielo Grande. For those that are interested in launching some long-distance runners, Coach Vidal doing a great job with that program. Soccer will be in action along with freshman volleyball at 11. Football, JV football at 2 p.m. here at the Wool Bowl.
Yeah, and I believe that was Ramage.
Yeah, so what I have here, I'll just go through my contracts here and show you what I have. You know, the volleyball team is in a tournament right now in Albuquerque. I was supposed to get some text messages from Coach Romero, never got them, so she might be occupied doing some stuff. The freshman football team, the freshman volleyball team will be taking on Goddard tomorrow at 11. That will be played over at Roswell High School. And then tomorrow, of course, that's the contract that I have for the varsity, Santa Teresa.
So there's the deep ball into coverage, incomplete, and both players on coverage are JV players.
The boys, the JV girls and varsity girls will be taking on Artesia tomorrow at Cielo Grande.
Third and 13 here. Try to pass again. Nobody open.
And in trouble and just throws it out, huh?
Yeah, could have dumped it there for Ramon Dueñez, but it's going to bring up 4th and 13 and see if the Coyotes send somebody back to potentially receive a punt. And once the offense takes the field, it could be
it.
Could be ball game at any time. So this is 37. So we've got two JV players, 47 and 37, doing damage out here offensively for the Coyotes. And nearly snapped it over his head.
Yeah, so that young man right there, that number 37, if indeed that's what we think it is Isaac Gonzalez.
Well, I'm not sure. I thought 47 was Isaac Gonzalez.
37, right? Let's find out again.
they've both done some good things. Okay, so we think 37 is Isaac Gonzalez, so they're going to have to
update.
Well, the stat sheet's going to be a mess. It's going to be my point.
Yeah, no, I got you. All right, 47-0 is the score. 5 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Luke Lynn, the quarterback. First and 10 from the 39 right hash. Dropping back to pass is the strong arm backup quarterback, Luke Lynn. It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, right on the money, but incomplete. So that's going to be another drop. So what I've seen from Luke Lynn is he's had some throws that have been right where they need to be. At least 2 drops, if not 3. And unfortunately goes down on the quarterback stats when the receiver drops it.
All right, second down and 10. 47-0 is the score. Luke Glenn, pistol formation. We'll dump it off over to the flat area to Hoover, and Hoover will gain a yard or 2.
We can give him 3.
Okay. Update, Gateway Christian 42, Mescalero 6, 6:18 left in the third. New Mexico Military Institute 42, Cobre 0. Tatum 50, Hagerman-Lake Arthur 6. So Hagerman and Lake Arthur working together to get that team going. Luke Lynn.
Another drop.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, you're right in both hands.
That's
to Jadrian Garcia.
Jadrian, yeah. In New Mexico Military Institute 35, Cobre 0. Goddard trailing the Panthers from Gadsden, New Mexico 21-0.
Coyotes set to go for it here.
Well, I think you should. Right now is the time to get those reps in for these young players, especially in a fourth down situation. You're going to have to try to get this accomplished here, and that is caught. And it's going to be a first down and more. And that's Garcia again, isn't it?
That's Jaden Garcia. So
that's a great catch, great throw. You see if that young fella right there, number 17, Luke Lynn. I have him down as 6'2", but I tell you what, he's only a junior. But I think, Coach, he's actually grown. He's every bit of...
He's 6'3",
6'3" at least, and he's only a junior. 16, 17-year-old. Look at this.
Golly.
So who was that?
That was 47.
And who is 47? And we apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for we just don't know. It's not on the roster. I can tell you it's 47-0, 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Luke Lynn dropping back to pass, quick pass up the middle, and that one's going to be on Luke Lynn.
Yeah, just missed on that one. So Luke 4 for 10 right now for 43 yards and a touchdown. Yes, he also ran for a touchdown. But 3 of those incompletions were just straight drops. So he's been sharper than the stat sheet will say. And we're talking in the break. He's going to be fine. All that kid needs is reps. And you want to talk about looking like a quarterback. You talked about him being every bit of 6'3" and at least 175. I think he's got way more than that too.
All right, there's going to be a timeout on the field as the Roswell Coyotes will take the first one of the second half. Coyotes do lead big, 47-0. KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender love and care. If you don't know where to turn, you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2660.
We are back. Thanks for listening to KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald, live at the Wool Bowl. The Roswell Coyotes dominating 47-0. And we're going to get you some updates here in just a moment. Football, volleyball, soccer, cross country. A lot of proud Coyotes at Coyote Nation. A lot of involvement this weekend, I'll tell you what. Empty set now for Luke Lynn. Trips to the bottom of your TV. Quick pass over to the right side. It is going to be incomplete and right on the money once again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Count 4.
And that's number 38, Garcia, this time.
It's going to bring up 3rd and long. They don't go spread again. They go trips left. Oh, maybe not.
They're going to switch it up here. I thought it was more going to be, yeah, you're right, Coach. All right. Luke Lynn, speed option. And it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Roswell Coyotes. Now, do you bring in Frankie the leg?
I would. I want to see what he can do. And there it is.
Well, with 40.
Oh, is it? Yep, there you go.
You got 40 seconds left here. Do you call a timeout, get set up?
No, they got 23 seconds. They should be good.
Well,
so Luke's the holder. Avitia is the long snapper. And Frankie the leg will try a 39-yard field goal to end the game.
Plenty of time. There is the snap. And there's the distance. And it's no good to the left. As they say, don't try to kick it hard. You got to kick it quick, is what they say.
Well, he had plenty of leg. But I love giving him a chance there, not only to end the game, but just to see what your young kicker can do. I mean, well, he's not young. He's a senior, but he's inexperienced. And he showed right there that he had the leg, just yanked it a little bit.
Yep. Hey, real quick, an update now. I do have some information from Albuquerque. The Roswell volleyball team off to a great start, 10-1 for Coach Savannah Romero and her team. Tell you what, those young ladies, you and I have the opportunity to call Lady Coyote volleyball, and I tell you what, I just love the fact that these young ladies have nothing but heart. I tell you what, a lot of scrappers, and I'm going to tell you what, they're going to be a contender this year. But the information I received is that the Roswell Coyotes lost to Cleveland in pool play 25-23, 25-15. And it is my understanding that they played well at the net, had a ton of great touches and blocks, 4 points. And then again, in pool play, lost to Centennial both 25-23, 25-23. Beat Piedra Vista both sets, split with Cibola 25-16, 25-23, beat JV, Rio Rancho's JV, and also beat Miramaya in both sets. They are listening in Albuquerque, all of the Coyote volleyball team, and they are actually having a homecoming party to celebrate the success of Coyote Nation. We're going to take a break. You're listening and watching Coyote football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we are back as we begin the fourth quarter. Coyotes dominate 47-0. We were talking Coyote volleyball earlier. It looks like the Roswell Lady Coyotes will be in the silver bracket starting tomorrow morning, along with the Roswell Lady Coyotes, Farmington, Cibola, and, of course, one of the district rivals, the Lady Eagles out of Hobbs, New Mexico. Second and 10 from the 20 as the quarterback, Nicholas Vieira, had a nice run, but still the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors have not got past the 35 all night. Yeah. And that is with backups.
Yeah, that's true. And they got a chance to do it here. Shane McMath with the tackle there as we get deep into the stat sheet here. And we'll see how they do here. Wouldn't be surprised if they keep them from crossing midfield, certainly.
All right, 47-0. Trips to the top of your screen. Shotgun left for Santa Teresa. Quick pass to number 3. It is caught to Montes, and Montes is going nowhere. Update, Artesia 43, Lovington 13. That game is being played in Lovington in the third quarter. Dexter Demons 30, Ruidoso 0 in the third.
What was the Lovington-Artesia score again?
Once again, the Artesia-Lovington game, Artesia 43, Lovington 13, 7:13 left in the third. Dexter is currently beating Ruidoso 30-0. Gateway 42, Mescalero 6 with 6:18 left in the third. New Mexico Military Institute Colts 42, Cobre 0. Tatum is defeating Hagerman Lake Arthur 50-6 at this time. Looks like there's going to be another timeout. This time Santa Teresa will take it. We'll be right back. Coyotes still lead 47-0. KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
Our new business solution is providing an amazing Wi-Fi experience. Frankie's Cafe is booming more than ever. I'm here, undercover, to check it out.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Hi. Would you mind taking a video I can upload to TikTok?
Oh, this happens a lot. Sure, I'm a TikTok guy. You can add different music.
Oh, no, I meant, can you take a video of us?
And that's called a photo.
10:21 left in this contest. Coyotes have just dominated this night. Homecoming. Class of 73, 74, and 75 are in attendance. At least that is the information I am receiving.
Oh, boy, Tyler Wojcik with the sack. His second tackle for loss in the game is going to bring up third and about 15 or 16, 15. So a loss of 5. There's Wojcik just blasted into the backfield. So third and long. And you're right. I'm not sure they got past the 35 all night. I mean, it's one thing not to enter Coyote territory even once, but I mean, to not get past the 35 is, and that may not, I mean, we may be missing one drive in there, but
yeah,
boy, it's just been such a dominant
performance by Roswell.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be a delay of game for Santa Teresa, so now that's going to go back, and now it's going to be a third and about 20.
So apologies, we don't have all the corresponding numbers to a lot of the JV kids that are getting time right now. I do see Kyle Williams out there. Adrian Lucero made a tackle a few plays ago. Isaiah Avitia. Now there's a fumble in the backfield, and the ball is out. But the Desert Warriors get on it, but they will lose another 8 on that play.
Update from Gaston. Gaston currently leads Goddard 27-0. 11 minutes left in that contest. And, you know, you were talking earlier, Coach, in preps, the Goddard Rockets 7, and, you know, of course, Gaston, that tough defense.
Yeah,
ranked 5th.
Hey, Gaston's for real, man. They played Artesia somewhat tough. in Artesia. I mean, that's a tough.
Oh, that's gonna.
Yeah, there's
be a flag.
Flag on that play, but I'm not sure what for.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not real sure either.
But I'll tell you what. I don't know if it's the umpire or what that position is. I should know. But the back judge, the guy that's always in the defensive side all the way in the back, he's worn that laundry out tonight. He's throwing a flag on just about every play.
All right, they're having discussion. Just real quick, gives us the opportunity to thank all of our sponsors to make this happen. KSVPTV.com. Tanner Todd, our producer. Art Sandwell, Kelly McDonald, KSVPTV.com. Play-by-play. And, of course, you can never forget Gene Dow.
Gene makes it all happen for KSVP.
Thank you, KSVP, for taking the time and the effort to make just about every contest possible here in the state of New Mexico.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, do so much for all the sports. All right, I'm trying to look up the illegal participation.
Okay, so it's going to be illegal participation on Santa Teresa. They're going to count it off from the 15, I believe. Okay, there they go. So it's probably going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Well, no, it's on Roswell. I'm not sure.
Well,
but they're going to make them kick it again?
Oh, they're saying it is on Roswell. No, I thought they said it was on Santa Teresa.
Yeah, so they're going to kick it again to try to get better field position. So they took the 15-yard penalty, but it's still 4th and 14. So since it was 4th and 19 or 29.
Okay, makes sense. All right, sounds good. So now they're going to call a timeout. Roswell.
Well, because they didn't line up to punt.
Okay, so we're going to call a timeout too. We'll be back. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, Coyote Football.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
$47-0, and the crowd is on their feet.
Well, someone's asking someone to homecoming at homecoming. I'm sure I've never seen that before.
Yeah, Coach, nothing surprises me these days. We've seen a lot of things happen this year. A kickoff from the 30-yard line. I mean,
yeah. That was insane.
And they say yes. All right. You got a homecoming date there. So, okay, right. Here we go. Quick pass for Santa Teresa. Look at that. This is going to be at midfield.
Yeah, they got it. Into Coyote territory.
That's the first rush across midfield.
Yeah. First time they've been on the Coyote side of the field the entire game. And it comes with 8 minutes left in this contest at the most. Of course, any Coyote score other than a safety would end the game. Frankie the Leg tried to end it on the last possession for Roswell.
All right, let's see here what we have. I think Ms. Mendoza just sent me an update here. Artesia 36, Lovington 7.
They took away some points then because Lovington had 13.
No, maybe that was a pass one. I'm sorry. This is NMA football. Looks like Gasson. So yeah, that's the update that she's giving me there.
Oh, okay. 30.
So 27-0.
Clock continues to run now. 7 minutes remaining. We were talking about, since you and I have been doing this, that there's never been a time when we have defeated a team by the 50-point mercy rule lots of times with the 35 one, like we have now. But
well, and you and I both know. Be careful, don't late hit there. You and I both know why they want to play 4 quarters.
Well, sure.
I mean, yes. Could the Roswell Coyotes have ended it at halftime? 100%. 100%.
Yeah, they could have.
But here's the thing, as you know, as probably most listeners know, is in order to continue developing a program such as the Roswell Coyotes, the football team, you want to give as many reps as possible to those younger kids, and especially on a Friday night. It's homecoming night. You're playing in front of a big crowd. You want to get those individuals that exposure. You want to be able to get them, ready for that next level. And, that's exactly why Jeff Lynn and the Roswell Coyotes have been successful, because he believes in his kids and he believes in the opportunity to give those kids a chance to be successful.
Yeah, and that's just the philosophy. You schedule tough teams, but, sometimes you have games like this, and these reps are so valuable for those kids. I mean, I can't stress it enough. Nothing replaces it. There's nothing else you can do that is more valuable to those kids than these actual game time varsity reps.
Yep. And another thing is this too. I mean, a lot of respect for Jeff Lynn. I mean, he put his junior varsity or sub-varsity in about the middle part of the second quarter.
Yeah,
and
that's actually, I think, the soonest I've ever seen him do that.
That's how good this team potentially could be in the near future.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they're set up to be very good for a very long time. I mean, in the foreseeable future, they're going to be right there. So, and that includes this year. They're already talking about it on NM Preps. They said the big game was in Lovington tonight. They were right. And, Lovington looked really, really good against us. They were 5-0 going in tonight, but Artesia's still Artesia. And we've been saying it since week 1. It's going to be Lovington, Roswell, Artesia. Some combination at the end. Oh, boy.
Well, it looks like there's going to be a quarterback, maybe a sack. It's going to be a loss of 1. Nicholas Vieira running for his life. And, Coach, we talk about NM Preps all the time, and I love scenarios, and we talk about the 6 criteria. What's going to end up happening here in the near future? This is week 6 of New Mexico football. We're halfway away. Now, here's the thing. With Lovington more than likely going to lose to Artesia, Lovington beating Roswell potentially could beat Artesia. I mean, again, you're talking a 3-way tie for first place, and a lot of different things could end up happening. Well, that tiebreaker, the algorithms, beating district champions, those play a big factor.
Well, I mean, it's what's going to be crazy is if in that scenario, if they all win by 13, Lovington beat us by 13. That's the max.
That's the max.
Lovington beat us by 13. Artesia looks like they're going to beat Lovington by 13. If we beat Artesia by 13, I'm not even sure what you go to. I think you go to points in all district games, but those could all be
out the doors
above 13s too.
Yep.
So I mean that's that potential there for something really interesting to happen.
Luke Lynn now about midfield. He's going to be at the 40 and finally brought out about the 21-yard line. So good hard run. Oh, tackled.
Yeah.
He didn't step out. It's so tackled. Well, anything's possible. And, of course, with Roswell, with the big win in Deming last week, I just don't see, anything's possible, but I just don't see anybody at this point, Lovington, Roswell, Artesia.
No. They're
I think that is.
Look, Gadsden looked okay. Deming looks okay. But it's certainly not anyone outside of our district. So that just leaves you Deming, Gadsden, Mayfield, and they're just not on the level of Roswell, Lovington, and Artesia.
And that's number 47, Jonathan Ellis. And we'll have positive yards and more than likely another first down for the Roswell Coyotes. 47-0 is the score. 2:14 left in this ball game. Homecoming night. And the homecoming dance for parents and listeners, the homecoming dance will be tomorrow at Roswell High School beginning at 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock. We will be doing searches. Myself along with security and Roswell Police Department will be conducting searches starting at 7:30 throughout the campus of Roswell High School, just for the security of all students, to make sure everybody's safe. And we want our kids at Roswell High School to be responsible and do the right thing and enjoy not only tonight, but enjoy the homecoming dance tomorrow night. Dance will begin at 8 o'clock to midnight.
So here's the situation. It's 2nd and goal from the 5 now. The Coyotes can't take a knee and end it without turning it over, so I think they're going to go ahead and try to score here, but it would be kind of ironic if you mercy rule them by 50 with less than a minute left on the clock.
Well, and that's one thing with Jeff Lynn. He does that. He utilizes the clock well. You have less than 60 seconds in this ball game. 47-0 is the score. The Roswell Coyotes scored 35 points in the first half, probably in the first, I have it written down here somewhere or another, but they scored.
First 16 minutes.
16 minutes, okay. And right now, he's going to try to score one more time, maybe. No, they're not. They're going to go. He's taking it. So the Roswell Coyotes are going to win this contest with a score of 47-0, showing some class there, and I really appreciate that from Jeff Lynn, his coaching staff, and, of course, the Roswell Coyotes. Let's take a break. We'll come back with final statistics. You're listening to Roswell Football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, or save up to $2,300.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
What's going on, guys? Jeremy Brola here at Roswell Honda, and today I'm going to talk to you about some specials that we have going on at Honda. We have rates as low as 3.9% on select new Hondas, and we're also offering loyalty cash for our competitors' trade-ins. Not only that, I have over a dozen vehicles priced under $25,000, from cars, trucks to SUVs, different brands that are going to give you super low payments right here at Honda. So come see us.
Now, Roswell Honda, proud supporter of all Roswell High School sports.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on, with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
All right, we are back. Coyotes dominate. Another district opponent defeat Santa Teresa, the Desert Warriors, 47-0. Coach McDonald, you have some statistics for us?
I sure do. Field goal attempts. Francisco Lara missed from 39. Could have ended the game early, but just wide left. Plenty of leg on it. He was also 5 of 7 on extra points. He missed one of those wide, and the other one was a bad snap. Zy Carrasco, 1 punt for 45 yards. Matt Castillo, 2 punt returns for 1 yard. Isaac Gonzalez, 1 punt return for 8. And Allen Ingram, one kickoff return for 2 yards. Defensively, everybody got in the act, but I'll just go with the standouts. Tyler Wojcik unofficially leads the game in tackles with 5, including 3 for a loss. Cannon Ramage chipped in with 3. David Galmond, Nate Lujan, both chipped in with 2, along with Nicholas Anaya. Tackles for loss, Wojcik had 3, Galmond 2, including a sack, and 1 each for Ramage, Nicholas Anaya, Mikey Lucero, and Joaquin Bolaños. 1 interception in the game. It was the pick 6 for Zai Carrasco, returned 38 yards for the touchdown, and a fumble recovery by Nate Lujan. Offensively, Coyotes had Jacob Palomino start the game. He went 5 out of 6 for 81 yards and a touchdown. He was relieved by Luke Lynn, who went only 3 of 11 for 43 yards and a touchdown. We counted 4 drops among those 8 incompletions, I should say. Receiving, Abe Toscano, 2 catches, 30 yards and a touchdown. Jadrian Garcia, 1 catch for 15 yards. Colby Sanchez, 3 catches for 51. Dominic Pacheco, 1 catch for 12. Brendan Duran, 1 catch for 5. And Logan Hooper, 1 catch for 3. Rushing the football tonight, Matt Castillo, 1 carry, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. Abe Toscano, 2 carries for 26 yards. Jacob Palomino, 4 carries for 35. It was Brendan Duran, 2 carries, 47 yards and a touchdown. Nathaniel Lujan, 3 carries for 29. Allen Ingram, 3 carries for 23. It was Isaac Gonzalez, right off the JV field, 5 carries for 58 yards. He was the leading rusher for the Coyotes this evening. Luke Lynn came close, though. He carried 7 times for 47 yards and a touchdown. And Logan Hoover, 1 carry, but for 34 yards. That's the stats.
Well, there you have it. So the Desert Warriors from Santa Teresa will now fall to 1-5, 0-3 in district play. They will be back in action next week, October 3rd, as they will be playing the Artesia Bulldogs in Santa Teresa. And the Roswell Coyotes now will improve their record to 4-1, 2-1 in district play, and will take on the Gaston Panthers here at the Wool Bowl on October 4th at 7 o'clock. Pregame will be at 6:40. Roswell Coyotes dominate 47-0, but before we close out, just to recap some of the events going on this weekend at Coyote Nation. The cross-country program will be at Silla Grande at 9 a.m. Please go out and support our cross-country members. And then the freshman volleyball team will be in action against Goddard Rockets at 11 a.m. Again, that's the freshman volleyball team at Roswell High School at the Coyote Den. They will be taking on the freshman Rockets. And then I have 1 o'clock, the JV and varsity teams will be taking on Portales. That's going to be in girls action. And then at 2 p.m., the JV football team will be here at the at the Wool Bowl at 2 p.m. And then, of course, after talking with Coach Savannah Romero, the Roswell High volleyball team will be in action tomorrow as they will be in the silver bracket. So a lot of action going on, but we're going to close this out. Once again, thank you to KSVPTV.com, all of our sponsors. Of course, Tanner Todd, producer, Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald, play-by-play, and most importantly, Coyote Nation. Safe travels back to Santa Teresa. We'll see you next time, and it's always a great day to be a Coyote. Have a good night, and safe travels.
That concludes this edition of Roswell Coyote Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at KSVPTV.com is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Candlewood Suites, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Dion's Pizza, Salads, and Subs, Eastern New Mexico University, Farmers Country Market, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Richland Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Roswell Seed, Trustmark Roofing, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Inigo Machinery, Richland Motors, Wakefield Oil, Plateau, Bergie's Plumbing and Heating, and Wakefield Oil Express. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Brought to you by Pfizer.